What up? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Sorry about the delay, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, but yeah, man. So, how's your day been? Did you see the GSL finals last night?
Yeah, I did. I was up like till 5 a.m. watching those.
Yeah, dude. I was
Did you watch it too?
yeah, it was definitely. I was planning on waking up significantly earlier than I did today, but
Yeah, yeah.
but that didn't actually happen.
Of course not. Not when it goes on till 5 o'clock.
Oh my god, it was so intense.
Yeah, what a comeback, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Nothing like Bane's, Roaches, and Lings. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, two. Well, Soulkey won with like three all-ins or two all-ins, and then got all in but won. And
Right.
then the last game, Innovation just suicided those medevacs.
Oh yeah? Did you think that? Oh yeah, and into the mutas.
Yeah,
That was an insane pickoff. Like
yeah.
he
It
was
was
just hanging out. He was just
skeptical.
like, "What is this? A gaggle of mutalisks? No problem. I got boom over.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Not bad at all. Um, but yeah. So nice to meet you, Root Kane.
Nice to meet you
Am I right or am I right? I'm Thaddeus.
too.
The pleasure is all mine. Let's see. So my thing is, I mean, I've always really liked StarCraft, and I just started playing again. I don't know, and um, and I really liked the Mr. Bitter's 12 weeks with the pros thing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking about trying to do something like that,
I
um,
see.
because it's awesome, and I like awesome things. But I've never done coaching before, so I figured I'd probably have a coaching lesson first, and then see how that goes, and rock on from there.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess for today, the main thing that I was thinking about working on was like fundamentals and stuff. Because if I'm just starting off, it's better to have a good foundation,
Yeah,
right?
I would agree with that for sure.
Right. So tell me a bit about like your story, like how long you've been playing StarCraft and all that jazz.
Okay. I started out. Well, I'd never heard of StarCraft 2 before. And then one day my friend comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you should play this game. Like, it's being released soon." And this was like back in 2010 or whenever Wings was released.
Right.
So I'd never heard of any of like the Brood War or anything like that before. So I was kind of skeptical, but I decided to give it a shot
Right.
and started out playing Protoss. And I played for probably like half a year or something, and then I decided that I would try League of Legends, and so I quit StarCraft 2, played League for another like half a year, and
Now,
then when I came back, I actually switched to Turf.
now, when you play, like, was your mind always to try to like play professionally, or was it just like start casual and then sort of like cocaine, you just got like addicted to it?
Yeah, it was definitely always the casual, and then not until I came back from League did I actually discover all about like the SEG's pro scene and stuff like that, and
Right.
like all the tournaments that were going on and all of that jazz. So it was always in my mind that I was gonna just play casually, but when I discovered the pro scene and stuff, I was like, that'd be cool one day, and I may as well like. Even then, though, I wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna go pro. I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, it's really cool, and it'd be neat one day if I could be pretty good.
Yeah. That's well, you're pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Mission accomplished,
Yeah,
Mr. like North America Shoutcraft North America champion, right? That's you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bravo. Like, yeah,
Thank you.
bravo. Um, so when you practice, what do you keep in mind? Do you try to like make your own builds, or do you just copy like what pros do, or a little bit of both? Like, how do you?
Okay. When I practice these days, I like a lot of the learning I do comes from watching GSL and Korean streams and stuff like that.
Right.
So I get a lot of my build orders from that, and a lot of the ideas that go into my play from those. When I practice on ladder, a lot of the stuff that I'm thinking about is mostly hitting my injects and just focusing on like really strong mechanics. So like
Yeah.
not missing injects, making sure that my unit movement is good, and my like just general gameplay is overall strong.
Yeah.
When I was a bit lower league though when I was probably like diamond, gold, masters, platinum, whatever.
Yeah, that low league of masters.
So
Scrubs.
I was, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So when I was in those leagues, when I would go into ladder games, I would be working on. I would say to myself, okay, this game I'm gonna focus on injects only, and even if I lose this game terribly, as long as my injects are good, I'll be happy with myself.
Right,
So as your injects start to get better, you start to be able to do other things a lot better. You start to be able to spread creep and stuff like that. And
right,
so then I would go into the next game and say, okay, I'm gonna focus on creep spread only this game, and as long as my creep spread is good, I'll be happy.
right. Well, while
So
maintaining your injects, right? Like,
right,
would
right,
would you say that injects are the most important thing about playing Zerg?
yes,
I guess
especially
that
in
and
Overlord.
oh, Overlord, yeah, and
Yeah,
being able to build units with the injects that you have. I
yeah,
guess that's important
yeah.
too.
So like, um, I would say the two most important things for sure are supply blocks, like making sure that you're not getting supply blocked, and
Hmm.
injecting. And once you can do those two things, you can pretty much win a lot with Zerg.
More so than creep spread,
Yes, absolutely more than crease spread. Crease spread becomes really important. Probably I would start to focus on that in Diamond or Masters,
right?
but up to Platinum, I would say that even in like Diamond, you still want to focus really heavily on injects and supply blocks.
Okay.
But once you get into Masters, you should be trying to spread creep now. But if you can't do that, then just focus on the other two
Oh,
things.
I can totally do that. I mean, and my injects are pretty good right now. I mean, I don't. I know everyone's like, oh, I know it says that I'm gold, but really I'm high diamond masters league or whatever. But
Yeah, what people say is I'm Diamond level, even though they're like Platinum.
right. I mean,
Uh,
I just haven't logged enough games. I think because I've just been smashing people like
for real.
brutally. Like I almost feel like an abusive parent or something. Like it's kind of upsetting. But yeah. I mean, so right now what I'm working on doing at least is grouping my creep spread with the injects. So I use the backspace method to do injects, and then I do like the C target thing that Caldor was talking about in order to try to spread creep quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is
I think
that
I know what that.
yeah? But I was wondering how do you do your injects and how do you? Well, here's a better question. Here's a better question. Okay, if you were to do it over again, knowing what you know now, would you train differently?
Yeah.
How well then I want to know that.
Okay. So what I would do differently is, do you know what camera hotkeys are?
I know of them. I also
Okay.
know of the unicorn, but I've never actually seen one.
So that means that you don't use camera hotkeys.
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
Okay. Yeah, I would start using those ASAP.
Okay.
They get really important, and they help you. Like you don't realize how much they help you until a couple weeks after you start using them. But they are really, really helpful.
So what hotkeys do you use for your camera hotkeys?
I use F1 to F5 for
I
camera
was
hotkeys.
I was actually like thinking about that the other day because I was like I don't really use that idle worker button and I don't want to have to use the select all of your army because I feel like that's like a scrub crutch if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know where anything is and I haven't hotkeyed properly, so I'm just gonna press F2 and A and just hope it works out, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I know.
So, yeah, okay.
So I
So
would
that's cool.
definitely start using camera hotkeys.
Okay.
What else would I do differently? That's a really big one. I would focus
Now, do you
on
just use the camera hotkeys on your bases? Is that
yes, yes,
okay?
just on my bases. Or like, do you okay, so when you make units, do
Right.
you add the eggs to your controllers, or do you just have
Yes.
them rally? Okay, you add the eggs.
I try to add the eggs. I
Okay.
don't always add the eggs, and then I press F2. But if I was as good as I'm trying to be, then I would.
Yeah, definitely keep working on that. Because if you don't, like, it's not a big deal if you don't do that, but then you should probably camera hockey your rally points. But
Okay.
since you add the eggs, that's not really essential.
Right, and you also generally want to be active with your units, right? So
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Here's something that I was thinking about, but I'm not at the skill to actually do it. But it's like camera hotkeying where you're spreading creep, or do you generally just click on the mini map, or
I
how do
just
you?
click on the mini map, and almost I think every other pro that I know of does just click on the mini map.
It seems like yeah. I was playing back and forth as to whether or not that was a good idea, but
Like it could be cute, but I think it would take more practice than it's worth.
okay, fair enough. Yeah. So excellent. So is there anything else that you would practice on or do differently other than your camera hotkeys?
Um, I think the way that I did it with focusing on one thing at a time during games
Yeah.
and slowly progressing your way up there,
Yeah.
I think that's a really good way to do it because a lot of players are just overwhelmed at the start. They're like, I have to spread my creep, I have to inject, I have to move my units around, I have to defend drops and stuff like that. I
Right.
think it's way too much sometimes. You just got to break it down into singular components of the game and just focus on those one at a time.
Yeah. Be like, I didn't have any units, but my creep spread was at his third. Yes.
Exactly. And yeah, like that sounds so silly when you think about it, but on another level, it makes so much sense because once you get that creep spread down, and if you keep doing that for like say 20 games in a row, by that 19th or 18th game, you're going to be able to make those units. You're going to be able to do a lot of things at once.
Right. I mean, it's just grouping, and I think this is right. Is it whenever your injects come off, that's also when your creep tumors are active? Like do you try to do them in one sort of big motion, or do you break them up? Do you see them as separate things, or do you see them as the same thing?
You should be trying to see them as the same thing, but as the game goes on, your macro cycle is what they call it, like the cycle of injecting, creep spread, and then whatever else.
Okay.
It kind of becomes more messy, and so you'll probably have to break them up.
Right.
But it's like you should probably be just trying to do them all as one big thing. Like do your index and spread creep. But sometimes you'll have to be moving your units or taking in engagements at that time. So it doesn't always work out perfectly.
Okay. Yeah. That's something that I've noticed. A thing that I've been playing around with is trying to do like a roach to ling. I want to be able to apply aggression while maintaining macro. So what I'm trying to figure out is good timing attacks that aren't necessarily all ins, but it will will give me the challenge of multitasking and stuff like that. That's something that I think is good to practice on. So it's
Yeah,
not like trying to do all these different types of builds or whatever, but just having one build and then trying to that has aggression, and then trying to work on the mechanics while doing that.
the only problem with that, unfortunately, is when you get to a bit higher level.
Hmm.
The way Zerg works is that if you make more than like if you make more units than is necessary to defend, you have to do damage. And a lot of that's kind of like an all-in, but not really, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to find that balance between aggression and not being all-in. And Terran can do it very easily because they have drops and they can get out of there really fast. Protoss can kind of do it, but Zerg has a lot of trouble doing it.
Well, I mean, I feel like with the main thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that since they have a building that's focused on making workers, that if they don't like they can keep making workers while making their army, and I feel like with Zerg it's like one or the other. Or at least that's how I play. But
Exactly.
maybe that's wrong.
No,
It, that's right.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and early on, most of the time, those that thing that you'll be focusing on is workers.
Right.
Because, like I said, if you don't do damage, if you do make units instead of workers, and you don't do damage with them, you're massively far behind because Zerg should always be ahead in economy.
Right. Yeah. And okay, so I have another question. Like when the game is going on, do you do you just try to be one base up from your opponent, or if you feel comfortable, try to take more and get a larger lead economically, or is it?
That's a hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, it kind of depends on game to game. It's like generally in CBT you want to be one base up.
Right.
Generally in PvP you also want to be one base up. But
In ZVZ,
of course,
is it like yeah? I don't know.
uh, you just want to stay probably
You
even
don't
with
want to
your
get hit by ban lanes.
yes.
Okay, got it.
That's
That's ZVZ. ZVZ, just don't lose all your drones to ban lanes. Okay, good.
pretty much yeah. But yeah, it does depend from game to game because like some styles don't necessarily require you to be up a base. Like the swarm host styles, you can be relatively even with your opponents on bases,
Yeah.
and it's still fine. But say if you're going mutas or something like that in PvP, you always want to be up at least one base.
Right. Just because of the gas requirement for mutas, right?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
okay. Um, how do you deal with widow mines?
Um. Yeah. So I go Butylene Bane versus Terran.
Okay.
If you ever watch my stream, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Um. So what I do for widow mines is I'll send small groups of lings and banes at them at a time, and that tries to set off the widow mines.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, smart players will just stand over the widow mines and they'll protect them from going off.
Right.
But that's where the banes come in handy because the banes will free to back up, and if they don't back up, then they get screwed by big bane and detonation.
Yeah, that's true.
So the best way to set widow mines off is to do that. You can also flank, but I like come from more than one side at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time, I find like one side will just get massacred by widow mines and stuff.
Yeah. Because I was trying to think of like I do know that strategy, and I was trying to think of a less micro-intensive way to do it. So I was using swarm hosts, but like it gets really boring really fast when you use swarm hosts sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Really boring, and also I don't think it's the best versus bio because they can just drop everywhere,
That's true.
and your swarm hosts are just like in one spot. Can't really do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right, rock on. Um, and I think that's all. That's sort of like the big cluster of my thoughts from the get go. Um, there's a principle. It's shorthand of the 80-20 principle. I'm not exactly positive, but it's pretty much 20% of something will yield like the majority of the results that you need in order to be good. So, and I'm just wondering if you were to say that theory applies to playing Zerg, it would go back to like the injects and overlords, and creep spread would be like the most like would be far more important than um, like micro battles and stuff like
I
that.
would definitely say so.
Okay.
When you get GMs or masters, then it starts to become a bit more micro intensive, and you start to want to focus on micro your units a lot more.
Right.
But you will like, I guarantee you that if you miss injects, and like if you're in gold lane,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't miss your injects and you don't miss the spike cap, you will win every game. Um, but it's really rare that you see a player do that in gold lane, just because they try to focus on 1v1, which sometimes like it's good to practice on that, but a lot of times you just want to focus on a couple aspects of the game at a time.
Okay. Fair enough. Which makes sense because then you get good with said aspect of the game. Sweet.
The most important aspect of the game. Yeah,
What'd you say?
the most important aspect of the game.
Yeah. Injection. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Um, well, cool. So can we go over just like basic builds for like a build versus Zerg, a build versus Terran, and a build versus Protoss?
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Yeah.
and I guess so. This is might be when we actually do something with the game. Uh,
Sure. Yeah. So I can either show you replays, or I can, um, like what we could do is I can show you a few replays of my games
okay.
and send you those as well.
Okay.
And then after, if we have time, which I don't guarantee that we will,
Okay.
but if we do, I have a gold player here that can
Okay, cool.
Or we could do it in reverse, and you could play the gold player while I kind of guide you through the
Let's do
stuff.
it in reverse because I can study the replays, but then you can actually coach me better if you see me what I'm doing.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Boom. So
So I I think this player is Protoss. Oh no, he's a Terran.
okay.
So I'm gonna just message him here and make sure he's actually here.
Make sure he's not faking it.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to jump on Battle.net and get on channel Kane123.
Okay. Is that in the oh, this is the awkward. How do you use this
Okay.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so you log into StarCraft,
Okay. I'm in.
and you should get to the screen. What screen are you at right now?
I'm watching Kerrigan flex. It's pretty
Okay.
awesome.
Okay, one sec.
Oh wait. It's a channel. Okay. The channel. Okay. Can 123.
Yes,
Boom. I think I'm here. Are you here?
I am. One second, log you back in.
Oh. By the way, have you seen the new Star Trek movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Because I know it's Kane, but I keep on wanting to say Khan because Khan's such a badass, and you're a badass, so it's like Root Khan. It's oh god. And the next media question: have you seen the British Sherlock episodes?
No.
Okay, well they're wicked good. Just so you know, just put them in the back of your head and be like, I'll be happy. Thaddeus says I'll be happy if I see this. Trust me, bro. Yeah, cool. Oh.
Okay. So this guy
Just so you
is.
know, it's actually me. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, I see it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Are there any maps that you like are having trouble with, or do you
I
just want?
no, I don't care.
Okay, we'll just go on Star Station here. This guy is actually gold, so you might crush him, like you were saying. But
Yeah, but then again, I might also have misplaced myself and get crushed. So we'll just see how it goes.
we'll see. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So should I just
And
do what I've normally been doing?
I'm gonna tell you what to do,
Okay, that
and
sounds good.
I'm gonna be shouting a few things in your ears at once.
Yes, shout away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you're having trouble keeping up, just don't worry. Just try your best. 'Cause I'll be telling you to do like two or three things at once. That can get really, really hard to do.
That's legit.
This guy is Protoss, by the way.
Okay.
So he's ready. Are you ready to go?
Boom. Oh, it didn't show up. Yeah, I was born
It
ready.
didn't show up, but I'm going anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
Popped out of the womb with a shotgun. Let's do this. This is so exciting. My first coaching lesson ever. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It is exciting, is it?
Yes. It's like I've got the voice of God in my ear while I play the game. It's fantastic. And he sees it in real time, not like stream
Yeah.
delay and whatnot.
By the way, are you Andrew Curran?
Yes, but I go by my middle name, which is Thaddeus.
Okay, I just got your PayPal.
Money in the bank. Do you go down? Do you where do you send the overlord?
So your first overlord goes directly to his national base.
Is it
Um,
same map? Is it cross maps?
it's cross maps. Yeah.
Oh, you learn new things every day.
So the reason that we do this is that we want to see whether if he's actually like expanding really quick, what the heck he's doing.
Yeah, and second overlord.
Second overlord goes in front of your national base because you're gonna expand relatively early on.
Yeah, or 15 hatch.
Sorry.
Are you doing 15 hatch?
We're actually gonna do 15 equal.
Okay, cool,
So turn on to 15 and then turn on your.
cool. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay, wait. Which is this? Is his natural? Okay, dude.
So yeah, your second overlord is gonna see if it's pro seed or not.
Do you drone scout?
I don't. Not as
Okay.
deep.
Okay.
Not as deep sea energy either.
So actually, I just don't ever.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Okay. And so now you're gonna turn up to 16 and send a drone down to your natural.
Okay.
And now when you get 300 minerals, you're gonna throw down your half.
Boom. What's up? I'm a drone. I'm a drone. I'm a drone. I'm a drone. I'm a drone.
And then make an overlord right after your half when you have full minerals.
Oh. Okay.
And now don't make anything else. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
The SD is in my bones.
Yeah, I understand. And now you're gonna make a queen.
God damn it!
Okay. And now you're gonna make a link
Well, I already have
right after.
that. Yeah. Another link or
Oh, oh, you do have links. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine.
just one pair or
Yep.
okay.
Just one pair is fine.
Get
Okay.
it.
And now
Ugh.
you're gonna take the drone and you're gonna send it to your third base.
Oh, tricky. Am I still making drones?
Did you lose? Oh, yeah. And yeah, still making drones. Now take your first overlord there and go see if he has a forge or not, or an expand. And
Good.
take your third half now as well.
Huh.
Okay. And now inject at your main and start another queen at your main. And send this queen down to your natural. And watch your overlord there.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Oh, he is expanding.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. That's yeah. I meant to do that.
Okay, and yeah, good. You're starting an overlord. You actually have two overlords in the way. It's fine.
I'm phobic of getting supply capped.
Okay, that's fine. And now, yeah, you're gonna just drone up really, really hard.
Okay.
So on your
And that's from seeing
the expand.
the expand.
Yes. Okay.
Do I make another queen?
Not yet.
Okay.
When your natural queen has 23 energy, you're gonna start another queen for natural, and you're gonna start spreading free. So like right now, you're gonna
Boom!
start another queen.
Boom! And 23 go. Okay.
And
Cool.
yeah, spread the free now.
Oh, with this
Okay.
queen?
Now, yep.
Okay.
And send your queen to your third.
Okay.
Yeah. And good. Okay. Keep rolling. Overlord soon. Yeah, good. So we normally want 16 drones for each mineral line. So take 5 of your drones from your main and send them to your natural, or send them to your third. Either one.
And we just like don't want gas yet.
Right. Right.
Gas is
At
totally
6:30, you're gonna throw down 3 gases and just keep droning.
at six.
You
Oh,
always want to be spending your larva.
yeah. At 6:30. So now 3 gases.
Gases. Yep. Inject. Inject. Good. And
Okay.
just keep on droning. You make another couple of boards.
Yep.
Good. Okay, and now you're gonna throw down a rose born, and you're gonna throw down an evolution table. This is
I'm
to hold
gonna.
off. This is a really standard timing. This is you should be doing this every game in Protoss just to hold off early rushes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Try to spread your creep a bit more too with
Oh
that.
yeah, I definitely forgot.
That's okay.
I used the F2 button. The cursed
Okay, and
F2
now
button. So should I move? Let's see. No, that's okay. I'll move one drone here. There we go. Now I got that 16 thing going on.
good. Okay, now drone up to 8, and you're gonna start your layer right now, and take one more gas.
Do I upgrade? Uh,
Speed, circling speed first,
oh, true. That's important.
and then when you have clear field, you're gonna upgrade range. Okay.
Okay, done.
Okay. You
Oh,
have 5 gas, 5
yep.
extra gases.
Just saw that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, not gonna make anything else. You're gonna put 3 guys on gas at your natural when you have a chance.
Should I
And
get that back up to 16?
sure. Yeah. And now you're gonna start making pure rose born.
Yeah! R, go. And overlords. Boom.
Yes, no, a shitload of overlords is good. Good. And now we're just going to be making here. You can actually start a macro hatch, so you have lots of larvae.
Okay.
So like
Let's do
anywhere
it
in
with
your
this one.
hatch.
Boom,
Okay. And now
roaches.
pure roaches and purelings, and make sure that you don't miss your injector. Okay.
Okay.
Pure roaches, purelings, and start your roach feed right now as well. Okay. And now you're gonna take these roaches and you're gonna go attack them.
Okay. Woo. Go. Even though I use the F2 button, I hate it.
It's okay. Okay, so while you're doing this,
Yeah.
while you're moving up your units, you still want to be
Do
taking
I want to make
lots.
another queen in order to inject that macro hatch?
You can if you want. Yeah, preferably.
Okay.
Okay. And so this is the aggression that we're talking about. It's not all in, but it is a lot of aggression. So keep, yeah. So while you're doing this aggression, I try your best not to miss any injects. You're doing really good up to this point. And now you
So,
can go attack.
what up?
Good.
Oh no. Did you?
And now
Okay.
you want to target down those units. Yeah.
Oh, not even looked at my army. Let's see.
That's good. So more roaches, more lings. Inject them.
Yeah.
Okay. And now back up to your units. And wait till that photon overcharge disappears.
I always got photon overcharge going on. I really don't care about my. I mean, like, I care about my army, but I don't really care about my army. Like,
Yeah. You are floating a lot of money right now. You
yeah.
could actually take another hatch ring, take your fourth base,
Which one would you
and
take as your fourth? The
uh,
12 o'clock?
doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yeah, I usually take the 12 o'clock, but it really doesn't matter because like they're pretty much the same. And inject this whole thing so you're not missing anything. Yeah, pure roaches, pure lings. Good. And now you can go attack again. Kill that colossus. Good job.
Go, computer AI, kill that Colossus.
We'll say that it's you. You can
Yeah, yeah, it's totally me, man. With my.
and behind this, inject more, and then pure roaches. And GG.
Da-da-dum.
So, you did actually really well with your macro that game.
Ha-ha! Maybe I'm not like the normal golds. I'm a special, unique snowflake gold.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, look at your time to fireball loss and everything. Like, that was actually really good by you. And look at the, okay, so look at the resource graph on that map. Resource collection rate.
Yeah. Let's
This
see.
is what Zerg should look like. You should have, like, a big economy compared to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you feel about that build that game?
It was good. I mean, is that sort of like Stefano's thing that he came up with a while back in
It is.
Wings?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So now next game, you're gonna want to be like you can only do that versus forge fast and defense, all right?
Okay.
But that's still pretty standard for everybody at this point.
Now,
Make
now, what if he goes air instead of robotics?
okay. So if he goes air, well, first of all, at your level, I should say right now, even if he goes air, you should have so many units that you just don't give a shit
Yeah.
and just do the same thing. If he does go air, what you can do is throw down a Hydra Den, and instead of going pure Roach Link, just go Roach Hydra Link.
Okay.
And that, like, your macro is so good that game that it won't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh man, my macro was so good that game. You say?
It
Yeah.
was good. Look at your time to fly cap.
Yeah. I know. I know. I got a little dirt on my shoulders. I'm brushing that off real
Yeah,
quick.
there you go.
Yeah, man. But my creep spread. Need to work on my creep spread.
Right.
That
For
one
sure.
tumor. Is there an opening that can get you more tumors, or
In
the,
PvP, not really. Like that's
okay, just stick with that for now and make that one tumor work
yeah.
for it.
Like you'll if you see my CVP, I never get more than one that one creep tumor really.
Okay,
One thing that you can do if you want to get good creep spread
right.
is just make one more queen at your natural or third, and just start spreading creep with that. Like 150 minerals won't be a big deal
Yeah,
because at some points in the game you're floating like 1,000 or whatever.
that's true.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
One more thing that you should be doing a lot.
Okay.
One sec. Okay. One thing that you should be doing. What hockey is your hatcheries on?
4.
Okay. So, every second, like every other second, every time you're doing something, you should be tapping four, and then your larva hotkey is S. I'm assuming starting the larva.
Oh yeah,
Okay. So whenever you get a chance, all throughout the game, you should be always tapping 4S, 4S, 4S.
just to use as much larva as you can.
Yes, because you never want to have idle larva.
Right.
Uh, like I was saying, you did really well with your insects that game. You had crap loads of larva. And now we want to send that larva as soon as we can,
Okay.
right away. So along with injects, tapping tapping is that's what they call it, tapping
Right.
is really really important.
Okay. Excellent. Sweet. Um, do you have another lesson after this or other engagements?
I actually do. I have like 5 hours of coaching today.
Oh,
You're my first lesson.
yay. Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Rock on.
If you want to schedule something else, I will be available tomorrow, I think. Or if you want to some time to practice some ladder and try out these builds,
Yeah.
you can definitely we can definitely do like next week or never. It's up to you.
Or if you hate me, you can
Yeah,
just tell me and then I'll go cry. Thanks, man. Thanks.
I won't cry.
Yeah. I would cry. I would cry. I'd be so emotionally distraught if I told you that I hated you that I would suddenly burst out in tears. Let's see. Well, when we just, I mean, we got, 30% of our lesson left, but I was just thinking to end on, like, homework, I guess you could say, for
Okay.
stuff to work on in the future. But
So
let's do more things.
yeah, we can play against this guy's Terran now. Even if his Terran is really bad, we just want to work on the build that we should be doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Um. So yeah, you might see an opportunity to absolutely crush him in like the first 2 minutes of the game, but we're just
But
gonna
just don't do it, man. Just don't do it.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
We're
Have
just gonna
mercy.
work on the build. Okay. And yeah, well, during the first part of the game, I'll just tell you, like, study the replays that I'm gonna give you
Yeah, definitely.
because the builds, even if I lose the games, the builds in the early game are fine, and it's
Hmm.
what most pros are using right now.
Okay. Cool. Perfect.
You will find a couple pros who use like completely different builds, but
Like Damaga.
for the most part, yeah, or TLO or something like
Yeah.
that.
Those guys are
But
such
for the
ballers.
most part, these builds are super standard, and people are using them for a reason.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Um, have you seen Damaga's first Protoss getting all the upgrades thing?
No, is that like a triple ego chamber?
Yeah, he does a triple Evo chamber, and he stays on. Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, that's just what he does, and he uses and he gets a lot of queens and lings, so he stays on low tech and then uses the gas to get lots of upgrades. It's pretty pimp.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him do it on his stream a couple times,
Okay.
and also in who was he playing against? He was in the group with Thorzane and some other people in the WCS Europe, and he did it.
Do you know if Feast is in that group?
Yeah, he used it on Feast.
Okay. Yeah.
It was wild. Oh man, did I mention that I'm having a lot of fun? I'm really excited. I just wanted to let you know that
I'm glad.
in case you were curious.
So first overlord
Oh, it's the
Oh,
same map. Haha.
you sent it to his natural last time? Oh, yeah. For where you're sending it, it's really good.
Okay, like right, it's right outside his natural, right?
Yes, right. The right airdrop is his natural where he's sending it right now. And
Um,
again, that's the money in spam.
15.
15 has.
Okay.
Yep.
But no scout,
I
no
don't
drone scout.
actually know if if you normally drone scope, go ahead.
Okay.
If you don't, then you don't need to. But
Right.
yeah, second alert of Thadenator again, and 15 at 200. We're gonna send the drone down right now.
Oh, totally spaced out.
That's fine.
Let's see.
You can actually make another drone if it's easier.
Oh. Wait, it says that I only have 15 right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Whoa, is that right? Or is that off? I think that's right.
No, I think that's right.
Okay.
You're fine. Okay,
Nerves,
and
man. Nerves.
we're gonna make two more drones. Yeah, and now 6 drones.
Okay.
And now throw your cooldown. Yeah. And now drone up to 7.
Try to do this tapping
And
thing.
now you're gonna throw down a gas.
Yeah. Stack on the close minerals. Do it. Oh, okay. I guess he's walled off. Let's see. Drone or Overlord, right? Yeah.
Right.
What up? What you got? What you got? Take this. Take this supply depot.
Guys on gas now.
Oop.
So he is going to bear.
Nope. And then, do you know like when if he's gainer? Do I do double queen?
Yes. Yeah, double queen as soon as your half finishes. And
And
make four links. Yeah, 2 pairs. Okay. And so with these links, we're gonna go take the Thadenator towers. And you can also take that drone and send it back to him. Yeah.
oh, I was gonna try scout to see if he has a reactor on his.
Yeah, you can do that.
Don't die! Don't die! Oh, what's that? It's a reactor.
Yeah, it is. And now you can take guys off the gas right now.
Okay.
And start
Uh,
taking all your guys off the gas.
all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So reject, and start another queen at your natural now.
My phobia of being supply blocked kicked in.
That's
Sorry.
fine. That's a good phobia to have.
I just suddenly break. Oh, Reaper. Oh,
Reaper. That's a little bit weird.
yeah.
So if you can, go take the Thadenator towers. Go for it. Just to see when he's moving out.
Ooh,
Or
yes.
chase the Reaper, it's up to you. And meanwhile, drone up. Always be tapping 4S.
Don't do it.
Try to
Don't do it, scumbag. Don't. Now.
Oh, you can cancel that, by the way.
What? What about against the medevacs? That's preparation. You don't know when those things come.
Actually, you should be scouting his natural right now with that overlord that you have right by there, just to see if he did expand yet.
Okay.
Okay. So now you're droned up really well, so you can take your third hatch now as well.
Good. That's a way to pretend I'm not supply blocked right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So he has not taken his natural.
okay. And he does.
Oh, oh no! No! No, none for you.
So you can take that overlord that you have by his natural and actually go scout his entire base right now.
Take that.
Increase their base. Yep. Kill that Reaper.
I want to, but he's a fucking Reaper, so you never know how that's gonna happen.
You can actually make
Go get him!
link right now.
Fucking yeah. Sorry, I'm totally distracted.
That's okay. So now put guys back on gas
Okay.
and take 2 more gas.
I have a feeling that my lings are dying.
Probably. And now you can also get 2 Evo chambers right now.
Wait. Okay, 2 Evo chambers, and I'm upgrading melee. Healing carapace.
Yes.
I'm gonna poke his.
You should always have a link in front of his natural, just to see when he moves out if he does.
Okay. Three. Got it.
Meanwhile, your injects are good. Good. Yeah. So go see what he has at the front here.
Okay. Um, poking and prodding, poking and prodding. Oh, what's up? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So watch your Marauder. So
Yeah.
throw down a Bailey Master right now, and
Oh.
then you can rush him.
Okay.
Okay. And meanwhile, you're just rolling up. Yeah. Start another queen for your third hatch there.
I got this one right here that was supposed to be spreading creep that wasn't.
Okay.
I can
That's
just
okay.
waddle over.
Okay.
Oop, oop.
And so always watch your links here.
Oh,
So start a lot of links right now.
okay.
Like as many as you
Hmm. Okay, I got 3. Okay, 3.
can.
Okay.
Okay. You'll need a lot more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever do you mean? What about my 27 drones that I have on my natural expansion? How's that?
So good. Yeah. 20 links.
Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I guess making Banes?
Yeah. Make a lot of baits. And
Saying farewell to my to that hatchery.
Okay, that's okay. Retake your hatchery as soon as you can.
Let's see. Should I try to chase him down or no?
Nope. Nope. Just fine. And also take your other gas right now, your natural, and take 3 guys with your gas.
Let's see. Take the. I can see how using the screen capture things can be baller.
Yes.
Can be the politically correct term, baller. Laser drones, laser drones.
So yeah, take your other gas that you're natural right now, and then I would be making a lot of links right now. Because you still have a lot of drones. I
Oh,
think.
should I be getting layer?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
And you're floating a lot of money right now, so you can absolutely start your macro hatch right now. And you have a lot of drones up here, the top part of the map, like mid top.
Oh right, because I didn't want them to die.
Yeah. Send those to your third.
Take the gases.
Yeah, and always have mass engine. So always take the Zelnega towers and have a ling at the front of the base. And guys on your gas and your natural.
I think that's probably the 3rd time you told me to do that. Hang on a second. Let's see.
Okay. So now make sure that you have 16 guys on all your gases, or all of your minerals rather.
16, 15, 16. A lot
Now you can
more.
start a macro hatch. Yeah.
I already have a macro hatch going. What are you guys doing there?
Okay. So now start your +2, +2. You can start your bathing speed as well, and start your fire speed now.
That awkward moment where your queen's going on an adventure. Okay, so he's got a siege tank. Good to know. Good to know.
Make sure you take the left Zelnega tower and right Zelnega tower as well.
Oh, did not even realize they existed.
That's okay.
Oh, that
And
is.
take the gases at your third as well.
Uh,
And now make a lot of links with your drone up.
and a lot of overlords. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Let's see, and I do have
Okay,
the.
so on your turn right now, so you're gonna have to make some more baits. Yeah. So now just be patient.
No, I used the F2 button. This is why we can't have nice things. No, no.
So now go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Attack me? Fine. Attack my overlords? No. And I was
Really good
like,
stuff.
Banelings, Banelings, Banelings.
Okay. So now take the fourth hatch, and
You mean like as an expansion?
yes, yes,
And that's because I sort of killed his pressure, right?
right, yeah.
Should I just attack him with what I've got and just sort of see what happens?
If you can, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can probably just keep making links and stuff.
And maybe 12 Mutalisks.
Yeah, there you go. Kill all the enemies here.
Sure. Let's see. When would I get uh what's that thing
Hive.
called? Yeah, and the thing that I need to get before I get Hive.
Thadenator.
Yes.
I would say after you make your mutalisks, you should start heading towards Hive if you're into Thadenator.
Is there a certain number of Mutalisks that you're trying to make?
Just enough to be able to drop. So like some players make a lot, some just make like 10 or 12. Um, I would say make like 12 to be able to drop some stuff, and then you can go straight up.
Cool.
So I actually think that your CVP is a lot better than your CVT at this point
I
in most
agree.
games.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a couple replays, and you can kind of see
Okay.
what I do.
Sounds awesome.
So
Um,
last matchup in CVC,
we don't have
the
time for
build
that though.
you probably not do, but the build that you just use, like the hatch first and double queen, is really standard in CVC.
Do you
But
do
I
Banelane stuff in CVZ?
yes, I'm gonna show you the CVC replays right now. We probably don't have time for another game.
Okay. But I want to make sure that we do homework too.
Okay.
We only have 4 minutes, so
Okay.
um,
Um.
so let's throw up the ZVZ thing and then talk about homework while you stomp some noob in the world.
Sure. Finding a replay here.
Congrats on the coaching, by the way, and that taking off. It seems.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps when you win a major tournament.
Yeah, I feel like that helps. People are like, oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you also have a very reasonable price, so that
I
also
would say so.
helps.
Yeah, I've actually been considering raising it
Mhm.
for a couple of weeks now, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I will.
I remember you talking about that on your. I mean, I think, well, in business sense, get to the saturation that you want, and then raise the price, and then that'll bring down the saturation a little bit, and then you get back to the point, raise the price again, etc. That's just a good rule of thumb.
Yes, yes. I'm thinking about doing that in
Cool,
Thadenator.
cool, cool, cool. Honor to play.
Yeah, you really have to do it.
Yes.
But anyways, let's do the core list homework right now.
Yeah.
So, what I want you to do is once you do study my replays and see what the builds I'm doing are, I want you to try to copy those as closely as possible.
Okay.
In each game, at 8 minutes, I want you to try to copy the supply that I have. So in CVP, you'll see me at about 70 supply. In CVT, you'll see me a bit lower, probably like 65 or something like that.
Okay.
And in CVC, it varies a lot. So don't worry too much about CVT right now.
Okay.
But in CVT and CVT, I want you to focus on those 8-minute bed turns, okay?
Okay. Perfect.
And I want you to try to get as many units to mine as close as possible. So I'll have like 3 queens and 20 links and whatever. So like at 8 minutes in those, I want you to try to copy however, like as closely as you can to what I'm doing.
Okay.
Um, big things I want you to focus on are tapping and injects. Don't worry too much about your creep spread at this point. If you go into a game and if it's over like 10 minutes or something, if your queens have less than say 30 or 35 energy throughout the game, then you're doing well.
If
Like
if
really
if
well.
queens have less
Then let's say 35 energy through the game,
than 35 by 10 minutes, or throughout the entire game.
entire game.
Okay.
But I would focus on games that last like longer than 10 minutes because it's too easy to deal with less than 10-minute games.
Yeah.
Okay. So focus on those. But really, the biggest thing is just try to copy me as much as possible. Or, like, even if you find another player that you really like to watch,
Right.
try to copy his.
Okay.
So, do you watch any streams other than mine?
Um, Damaga when he
Okay, yeah.
streams.
Damaga's a pretty standard player, I think, from what I know about him. Like, he does a couple weird things,
Yeah.
but uh, if you like his style of play, try to copy his build as well.
Okay.
He'll have very similar moves, but just try to copy him.
Well, I'm gonna just focus on yours right now for the
Sure.
purpose of I'm talking to you and I'll have your replays. So.
Okay. Yeah. I am gonna get together 2 replays right after we're done watching this replay.
Okay.
And that'll work for sure.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, so I do the exact same build that you do in actually this game I go for vision, but hatch first in CDC is what you should be practicing. Okay.
Okay.
You will lose to some early pools and stuff, but don't worry about that. Just keep going hatch first.
Okay.
Don't get frustrated or anything if you lose really silly builds.
Okay.
So
Like
if
I
you
think
want,
there's like a 10 pool, 10 Baneling
yeah,
bust.
yeah, 10 pool, 10 baneling, 10 pool plus drones, 6 pool, 7 pool, 8 pool, 9 pool. Most likely you'll die to all of those.
Okay.
um, Once you get to a bit higher levels, you can defend versus that with hatch first. So that's why we're not really worrying about that right now.
Okay. And that's
Right now,
good to know.
yeah, right now we just want to focus on that.
Okay.
Um, so in CDC when we pulled our guys off the gas at 100,
Yes.
in CDC you want to be doing the exact same build as Zap, but instead of taking guys off gas, leave guys on gas and get your base gas.
So you leave all three, or yeah, you only have two on right now, so you just take one guy off.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay. And then what I usually do is just keep, yeah, one like 3 guys on gas, 3 guys back to gas, and then rush up the layer as soon as you can.
Right.
When you start your layer, throw down 3 other gases.
Okay.
Make sure that you have 2 base saturation, which is 16 drones on each row line,
Right.
and start your fire and go up to mutants.
Okay. Do you get any Mutalisk upgrades?
+1 carapace.
Okay.
And in Muta versus Muta, that +1 carapace negates their Muta bounce. So that's why in every pro Muta versus Muta, you'll always see them get +1 carapace.
Okay. And
You want to
also, regen is really good. So
regen is really good as well. Yeah.
yeah, Mutalisk good unit.
It's very good unit. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much standard. CVC is kind of more of a game that you play by feel, whereas in CVP and CVC you have a set build order.
Right.
But in CVC things vary so much with early baneling all-ins and like different timings that they do, that
Right.
there's no way to really tell you how to play that matchup other than just like do a hatch first and get your baneling nest to speed.
Right.
Um, but yeah, things will change very, very often.
It's 2:02 right now, and I just don't want to make you wait for your next lesson.
I told the guy that it's 5 minutes, so we
Okay.
have a couple more minutes.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, it is like a feel matchup. But as long as you're doing that, getting your base nest and stuff, you will be on the right track.
Okay.
Um, but like if you do get another coaching lesson, what I would recommend is just do like an entire hour of CVC. Whereas with CVP and CVC, we can kind of
Glaze over.
yeah, glaze over it. But CVC is kind of like, I don't know. It's something that you have to work on specifics at, but at the same time, it's something that you can just do. Like something that is very general. So
Right.
it's pretty confusing sometimes. But I'm gonna include a few CVC replays, and hopefully those will help.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm gonna send you like probably two ZDPs, and then a ZDP for those gateway spams.
Okay.
I'm going to send you two ZDPs and probably two or three ZDPs.
Okay. Cool. And when do you think, like, do you have those? Do you mean now or do you mean like in?
I'll find them for you right now.
Okay. Cool. Um, baller. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I'm planning on doing another lesson, and I might try to take more of your time. If that are you open to doing like 2 hour lessons and stuff?
Yes, I am. I'm actually the other two lessons that I have today are 2 hour lessons.
Okay. Because at first I was like, what will I talk about for an hour? And now I'm like, where did the time go? So,
Yeah, it goes insanely fast. Even for me, like a lot of the times I'll do coaching and I'll look at the clock and it's like an hour and 15 minutes and I'm like, well, where did that time go?
by the way, bye. It's like, yeah, excellent, excellent. Um,
Oh shit! I was sending the wrong guy the replays.
cool. And so, preferred method of contact: BattleNet, Skype, email, all the above. For
I would Skype. I check every day. This is like a private coaching Skype, obviously by the name.
yeah, I was wondering about that.
Um, so this is probably the best way to do it, just so I'm not spammed by like.
By fanboys and fangirls, giggity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Now I'm sending the right guy the replays.
Yeah. Suggest So how long you been with Root?
How long have I been? Probably 2 months now. I want to say around there. Like I've been in their chat channel for probably like half a year at this point, and I've been friends with a lot of them.
Okay,
But I only recently joined, obviously.
right. That's cool. I thought it was wild. It's like, man, Root's like taking off. Like you guys are just popping up everywhere. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's because we have so many goddamn players. It's like
But it's like you have so many goddamn good players too. It's not like, you
that's
know.
true. Yeah, we do have a lot of good players actually.
I'm like, oh look, it's Puck, and I'm like, wait, that's Root Puck. And I'm like, oh look, it's Kane. Oh wait, that's Root Kane. It's like, oh look, it's cats everywhere. That's of course Root cats, but it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's pretty awesome that
Yeah.
that seems to be going well.
Yeah. It definitely is.
So there's a Root channel.
Yes, there is. Like on Skype, there's like a group channel with all the guys, even like the retired ones, like Chef. Chef is in there.
Oh cool.
TV Coffee's in there, and a few others, I'm sure.
Has Seth retired or is he on a hiatus or do you know? I
His
mean,
his wrists are bothering him a lot lately.
it sucks, man.
Yeah, so he hasn't been able to play very much.
Yeah, but he's
So
still really good at being awesome all the time. Boom.
yeah, and he'd probably be really good at being Kaiba actually.
Yeah.
So it should be good for replays, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I think I included 2 week matchups. I think. If I'm wrong, don't get mad at me. But
Which
I
would
think.
be nearly impossible, but yes, go on.
Yeah. And again, if you have any questions or if you want to set another time, feel free to message me on Skype. If
Okay.
you ask me really general questions, I won't be able to answer them. But if you ask me a question like, what time should I get my third CPP, I'll be more than happy to help you out.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll work on my stuff. Maybe I won't be in gold next time we see each other, and we'll see how that goes.
awesome.
Uh,
Sounds great.
all right, take care. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All
Thanks.
right,
Talk to you later.
bye.